Respected criminal lawyer Cliff Ombeta has reacted to the guilty verdict that was delivered yesterday by Justice Cecilia Githua in the murder case that was facing former Migori County Governor Zachary Obado together with his co-accused, that is his personal assistants Michael Oyamo and Pascal Obiero. In her judgment, Cecilia Githua found the three culpable in that particular murder, saying they had both the motive and the means, and circumstantial evidence points to them committing that particular murder. However, Cliff Ombeta, in a social media post on his Twitter, that is X account, says that Obado is innocent. Of the two other suspects, that is Oyamo and Pascal Obiero, he says he doesn't know. He kind of points the blame to them. But on Obado, he says he is innocent. This is what he had to say in his Twitter account. He says, Obado did not commit the offense. I don't know about the others. Even the circumstantial evidence, which of course he quotes says non-existent, could not put him in any sin or act. The court or the judge imagined that Obado was afraid of publicity and embarrassment, and therefore, was it possible other family members did it? Of course, Ombeta there raising questions. He has made a name for himself in criminal defense, and criminal defense attorneys, the cornerstone of their work is to raise doubt. Remember, for you to be found guilty in a criminal matter, you have to be found guilty beyond reasonable doubt. And the work of a criminal attorney is to raise that reasonable doubt. And here, Ombeta asks questions that, yes, you say this guy feared his reputation might have been ruined if the relationship with Sharon Otieno came to light, but that fear, his family members too might have harbored the same fear. His wife, his sons, his daughters might have harbored that fear, and that fear in his family members might have drove them to commit the act that was committed, that is the demise of Sharon Otieno. It is also worth noting, when you look at Cliff Ombeta's comments, it is worth noting that Ombeta represented Obado at the beginning of the case in 2018. He is actually the one who secured him bail. And if such like sentiments come to light, it is worth noting that he might be, having that association that is public with Obado. And he goes ahead to recognize the same in a different post. He says, you get a good lawyer, he handles your first instructions well, gets you out on bond, he goes back and reviews the term, he then demands for his fee. You then use local advocates and other lawyers, you refuse to pay the first lawyer. Now you know. In this second tweet, Ombeta goes shy of accusing Obado of firing him unceremoniously and not paying him his dues, and instead resorting to using lawyers that are employed by the local county, that is the Migori County government. And if you link the two tweets where Ombeta says Obado is innocent, and the other where Ombeta says he was fired and not paid, if you ask me my opinion there, I think Ombeta is looking to be appointed or employed by Obado as his representative when this matter goes for appeal. Obado was given Obado was given the right to appeal. His sentencing will be coming up in 21 days time, and I believe he will be taking up that right to appeal, and he needs competent lawyers with experience, people like Ombeta, and Ombeta might be positioning himself for a big paycheck day.